My name is Loredana Fife and I'm CEO of Sydney Community Foundation. I've been involved since 2013. We're so proud to be 20 years old. We know we're here for Sydney forever. I'm so pleased that all of you are joining us to celebrate our 20th anniversary. For those in the video, thank you so much for making the effort to share your memories and well wishes, and I can't wait to develop the foundation and its impact together.
Why did you decide to get involved with Sydney Community Foundation?
Who would not want to be involved in the Sydney Community Foundation? It was a part of bringing together people to raise funds, to invest funds and to grant funds to a lot of different community organisations around Sydney, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Community foundations, I'm not sure they're terribly well understood, but they're a really important part of any society community. And I say that because they're an incredible connector. There's amazing people out there every day running small programs in our community, and they do it tough. And I think community foundations are actually able to connect those doing the work with the philanthropists, those with the money, or those that want to help. And so it's a community connector model that I think is powerful and much needed in a big city like Sydney.
Community foundations are a special breed of philanthropic trusts, and their particular role is to bring a very deep knowledge of local community needs to the philanthropic sector and to donors who might otherwise not be clear or focused in where they provide their support.
The whole idea of a community fund I found fascinating. And then when I started looking around with the help of Lynette Thorstenson from the Premier's Department, I discovered that other places in Australia already had community foundations, which was a real shock because being a Sydney person, I think Sydney does everything first.
I love that Sydney's so incredibly diverse and the sense of possibility that comes with that. Sydney is a city where cultures, ideas and backgrounds all blend together, creating this vibrant, dynamic community that we have.
What do I love most about Sydney and the community that we serve? Well, I've had the good fortune of working in different parts of the world, and I think we're extraordinarily fortunate to live where we live in Sydney.
I love Sydney's diverse communities. It's so different from one part of Sydney to the other, and there's so much innovation, so much happening and opportunities for incredible change making.
Having lived in a few places in Australia, it's probably the most dynamic city with the most complex geography and diversity of culture in Australia, without a doubt.
Having said that, of course, there are lots and lots of needs, and you only have to walk around the city or any of the suburbs to see that, that many people are not as fortunate as others.
It's extremely powerful to see how much can be done with the money that's collected. It's also pretty real to see the amount of need that there is in the community.
We decided to get involved with the Sydney Community Foundation because they seem to really get what we were trying to do with young people facing very challenging circumstances in Western Sydney. They seem to be prepared to go into what was quite an innovative program. We were quite impressed with the work that they were doing, so it was really an easy decision to make.
So we were an ACNC registered charity, but we didn't have our DGR back in the day, and that meant we could not offer our donors the tax deductibility that made them sort of feel comfortable, and actually they can claim it back on tax. And that's where talking to Sydney Community Foundation really helped us with the initial goal, and their process is very seamless and it works really well. I love how Sydney Community Foundation brings all the charities, donors and networkers together so we can all talk about what we're doing and how to learn from each other, the best way to go forward.
Over the years, I've really observed the foundation grow not only in its reach, but also in its impact. One of its greatest strengths is that it can be immediately responsive to community need, and I think that's one of its real superpowers. It walks alongside community and really responds to the changing need as that emerges. So for me, that's probably been its greatest strength.
So I've been involved for 15 years in Sydney Community Foundation, and really I started with the Sydney Women's Fund, and that was the key impact fund. But it's so much more than that, because behind that there's other sub-funds that have been catalysed. There's QUOOP, which is keeping women out of prison. There's the Impact 100 sub-fund. So you've got 3 really impactful sub-funds, but there's others that are being born. And on our board, we've had most board members setting up a sub-fund, which is just amazing. It just shows the great passion and commitment that those that start to get involved with Sydney Community Foundation want to do more.
It's been an absolute joy to be a small part of what the Sydney Community Foundation and the Sydney Women's Fund has done over the last 10 to 12 years, and to get to know some really amazing people, some incredible people like Pat, who are on the ground in their community doing the best that they can to really deliver change and engage the community as they do it.
I have watched Sydney Community Foundation grow so much. And while I've seen many people come and go, I've never seen their passion wane for helping others. It would be easy to lose touch as they grow, but they have not done this, and I personally feel so privileged to have worked with them over the last 10 years. Thank you, Sydney Community Foundation, for everything you've done for everyone in Warrafung and the Liverpool LGA.
In the end, our life is about people. It's about the people who we come across. It's about the people that we spend our time with. It's the people who believe in us. It's the people who give us a leg up. Sydney Community Foundation is all about the most brilliant tribe of people who care about everyone in their city. So it's a place to make friends, and it's a place to make unlikely new friends who might otherwise never come into your life.
Hello, I'd like to offer my congratulations to Sydney Community Foundation on your 20th anniversary. 2 decades of serving others, of raising funds for those who need it most, and giving back to our communities. The city is proud to have been one of the Foundation's first funders, and it's been wonderful watching the Sydney Community Foundation build and grow over the last 20 years. Congratulations, I'm excited to see what the future holds for the Foundation, and I'm proud of your dedication and commitment to our wonderful city. Thank you.
Somewhat madly, we've decided on a huge step change at the Sydney Community Foundation. We've been, as you know, an avenue for great flow-through granting into our communities, fundraising, advocacy and activation. But now we want to build a fund. We want to be here for Sydney forever. And we really invite you to talk to us about how you can leave a legacy for this city. Why shouldn't we have a foundation like the New York Community Trust? Why shouldn't we have billions of dollars like the Silicon Valley Foundation? Sydney, it's up to us, and it matters.